Hello and welcome to our third episode of our Conquest of Paradise DLC using playthrough of Brittany. Now last episode we did in fact sort of feed provinces to Burgundy. Now we want Burgundy to be strong as obviously it limits the expansion of France, which is desirable in most any case of playing as a Western European nation. So we're actually doing quite well on that. We're trying to take Maine and or Anjou from Provence in a war, but there's been a slight hiccup because France have now declared war on Provence, and I'm guessing they're trying to reclaim either Maine or Anjou. Actually, it looks like they might be trying to claim Provence. Interesting, but because we're both in a war against Provence, I think we're both I think I am now hostile to France. I'm not sure if it works like that, but I know it did. Interesting. I know it did in Crusader Kings, so we'll see what happens. Actually, basically, what we need to do, we just need to wait for a while until our war score gets bigger against Hungary. We can't, well, at least not us anyway. But Burgundy may, but we can't go directly to war with Hungary just because they're so. Well, just because they're so huge and they have such. Well, look at their provinces. They have such huge manpower and income, really, because they completely own the whatever is that, the Krakow trade node, and they also have sort of monies in the Ragusa trade node, and basically they just have rivers of gold coming in, so you can't go up against them. We actually can now invest in a new technology, military technology. Now this one is one of the biggest advances in the early game because you get plus 0.5 land morale, which is an increase of like 20% on our previous 2.5 land morale, and that, well, land morale is one of the most important factors in not building armies, in winning wars and fighting armies. You can easily beat a larger army if you just have higher morale. That's basically how it works. Although there are sort of special cases, of course, but on the whole, that's how it works. We actually can turn into Defender of the Faith, which is interesting. But I wouldn't, of course. There's not much I can do. Any decisions that we can pass? No. Not much, it seems. Now we actually have, what's this? We have some trade power in the Western Europe node, which is interesting. I'm not quite sure why that suddenly come up. We also have power in the Genoa trade node. Again, not quite sure why that. Oh, I think we're just pushing money forward. 0.85 gold, in fact, although that's a combination of many merchants, I guess, including England, France. Yes, it's lots of merchants for sure. Okay, all we have to do is wait. There's not much else we can do without actually completely going to war with France, and that's not going to happen, I don't think. It would be nice if Burgundy just sort of accelerated the process by maybe taking out a few of Aragon's armies, or something similar. Now, because Hungary are on medium war enthusiasm, they're more likely to accept peace offers, and that's very useful to us, obviously. They are not yet ready to accept a big peace offer, but as soon as their war enthusiasm gets too low, then you can count on us taking, both of these two provinces, Maine and Anjou. And then that should give us quite a big and rich power base in Europe as to sort of go forward. I am only 38th in the score, and I know the score is rubbish, but I don't know, it's quite nice to be high up. The scoring system is absolutely abysmal, and everyone really knows that. No one takes that much notice of it. We could maybe invest in a cardinal, although I think we'll wait until another one dies, really. Maybe we can get one in the Curia, and then there's always the off chance that we'll actually get told we are the Curia controller. Now, diplomatic technology, take that, yes please. That costs a lot, it seems. I don't know, maybe not. So we can now build buildings. Buildings are obviously very useful. What we really want to do is, we're going to get attacked quite a fair bit. So we want our armories, and then we can look about building trade power buildings. Obviously to get more money, because that's what you need. But you do need manpower if you're fighting in a war. Gold is always useful, but there's a limit to how many mercenaries you can support. Now the war score is ticking up quite nicely. I think we'll be taking those provinces very quickly. We can actually take Maine as it is, I think. Yeah. Interesting. So we're on minus 35. Interesting. I think we're just going to have to wait. We need to wait until our war score's high. I really want to take both provinces at once, as opposed to taking one province and then waiting, 5 years for the truce to break, and then taking another province. It just seems not counterproductive, but very, very inefficient conquering. Maybe we can even take on France then, or maybe not. Lose power, of course. Seems silly to lose a stability over that. Do we actually have rebels or something? So I think it's just these two provinces. There's a chance that Provencian nationalists will rise up and then obviously sort of defect back to their country. Although it's probably not going to happen. I do say probably. It may well do, and then I'd be absolutely screwed. So let's hope not. What can we do? I've never really... This is an interesting sort of tab. I've never really got the hang of disputed successions. I've never really got the hang of personal unions, etc. I really should try it, actually. At some point, anyway. I could always claim Hungary. That'd be quite a decent claim. But we can actually build more buildings, so we'll get onto that. We'll build the marketplace building for the moment, I think. We don't need to build a lot of ships yet. Ooh! Hungary have sent me a peace offer. Interesting. I'll decline that for a minute. I'm definitely going to take both provinces at once. Will they accept that yet? We're quite close, I must say. We're not far off. So really I need plus 50. Can I pay them money as well? No. It seems that aggressive expansions are actually quite similar, which is interesting. Very interesting. I did try a game as a colonial nation. I think we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna decline that. I did try a game as a... Not a colonial nation, but a Native American tribe. And I wasn't too thrilled about it. I thought there'd be a lot more that would happen. But it just didn't seem like there was enough going on. I thought there'd be... Oh, France have now accepted peace. Why did they not... They didn't even take any provinces. It was a stupid war. Yeah, so the gameplay with natives wasn't as deep as I thought. There wasn't any interesting event chains or anything like that. Not that I found, anyway. I might just have been hugely unlucky, and I wouldn't have really known. But I was disappointed on the whole, if I'm honest. And aggressive expansion was definitely toned down when I was playing as a Native American, that is for sure. Right, we'll build buildings, of course. I don't have enough money for lots now. Actually, our trade power should be a lot higher now, so we should be getting more money. What are you going to give us? No, I want both provinces. You know this, for heaven's sake, you know this. I really hope that France doesn't declare war on me afterwards, because they have a tendency to prey on the weak, which isn't exactly unheard of in Europa Universalis, but it's not as fun when you're the weak person. What do we want? We don't want inflation, that's for sure. No, we want both provinces. I've told you this before. I'm going to reduce my war exhaustion, actually. Although I can't. I don't have any. Burgundy. Shit. Okay, so... Oh, God. So now we definitely do need to sort of take what we can get. Oh, God. Interesting. So we need one more war score, basically. It'll be fine. It's probably going to happen and stuff. Oh god, that went quite wrong actually. I should have really... I just get too greedy. I should have pieced out while Burgundy were in the war, and then it would have been fine, and I would have had Maine and everything. Right now, national ideas. Yes, damn right. Allows another group of ideas. Now we want... I'm going to go ahead and say exploration ideas. Normally I would take defensive ideas, because we'd be doing a lot of conquering on the continent, etc. But I don't know. Maybe. What do we do, I wonder? It's quite a hard toss-up, actually. I think what we'll do, I think we'll try and colonise Africa. or something, and so maybe we don't need the whole defensive ideas thing. I think we're actually going to take exploration ideas. Oh no, was it expansion ideas? No, it was exploration ideas. Right, yeah, we're going to take it. Just do it, and then I can't regret it. So now we can, not yet, but soon, we'll be able to hire explorers and conquistadors. And they can... There's Terra Incognita, which is basically unknown Earth, I think it translates to roughly. And only explorers and conquistadors can move through that space. And what we'll do, I think, we'll ask... I think we'll ask Morocco for fleet basing rights eventually. And we'll have to get them to like us first. Or maybe Castile. Interesting. Ask for fleet basing rights. See, they're cool with that. I'm actually very intrigued as to how much would it cost per month. 1.6. Interesting. I don't think that's going to happen yet, actually. What about Portugal? But I need to actually see the provinces that I'm going to... Well, I need to see the provinces that I'm going to colonise before I can actually click the colonise button. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think first we'll get to the second idea where we can hire things. Hire explorers and conquistadors. Again, it's just a waiting game, but I'm not too worried about that. We shouldn't come to too much harm, I don't think. Now, our ticking war score, I think, can only actually go up to plus 25.00, so... I don't know. Maybe we should peace out very soon? I'm not sure. I think what we'll do, we'll blockade with our 3... Oh no, that's transport ships. Not a good idea. We'll blockade with these 7 or 6 light ships, 1 transport ship. We'll blockade some of Aragon's provinces. And then hopefully that will boost up the war score enough so that we can demand whatever the hell we want. Although I say whatever we want, I mean 1 province. 1 measly province. It does, actually. It has done. So I think they're okay with giving it us now. Yes, they are. Very aggravating that I can't actually get any sort of other provinces. Okay, that's interesting. I wish that would have gone a bit more smoother, but it's not too bad. We have troops in foreign tech. We do indeed. Thanks for reminding me. Now we can start to build up... Oh, I have a new province, don't I? We can start to build up our economy and things now. Although we'll keep an eye on Anjou, I think. Because I would not mind that province. We have lost, that's fine. Come back from Hungary, that's fine also. Now I did say I wanted to start nurturing alliances with people. Maybe England, although they seem to be quite a hands-off ally when it comes to sort of battles and wars and things. They never seem to cross the channel with any conviction. Maybe they'll put, I don't know, 2 regiments into Calais or something, but it never seems enough to actually make an impact on the war at all. I also want to keep an eye on southern Morocco, because as soon as this province becomes unshadowed or unfogged of war, unfogged of war, I don't know, as soon as that province becomes unfogged of war, then we're going to go colonise. Savoy have declared war against Provence. Interesting. I'm going to get called into that war, I think. Apparently not. Am I not allied with these guys? Interesting. Oh, I only... Damn. I only royal marriaged with Savoy as opposed to offering an alliance as well. I think we'll do it now. Hopefully they don't ask us to come into the war. It seems they haven't. That's okay. Where else can we actually expand into? It's very annoying France being this like big blue blob which I can't do anything about. Maybe I'll just attack. I don't know. I don't really want to go into the Holy Roman Empire particularly. Oh, economical map mode. That's interesting as well. So that's just how much income you get per year, I think. Now where is the Empire thing? Here it is. I don't want to go anywhere near here because otherwise I'll get amazingly beaten. I haven't yet tried attacking anyone in the Holy Roman Empire, and I don't intend to. Trade value, that's another interesting one. Now, what is it? Oh, Toledo has nothing. Now, Aragon is a very profitable place, actually, thinking about it. Trade value 4.97. Interesting. And also, it seems that Aragon's provinces are just very, very profitable. Again, 5.74. Interesting. I think it's mostly to do with sort of estuaries and things, as opposed to also. Oh, Novgorod, loving it. All the furs, they're very expensive. So yeah, it's to do with estuaries and they're just positioning. Coastal cities obviously have a larger trade value because they can trade on the coast. I mean, that much is obvious. Build a market in Maine, actually. Get our trade power even higher. Maybe we start hiring advisors now. Although I don't really see anyone worth hiring, if I'm honest. I really want to get colonizing. I really want to see the random new world. It's so intriguing to me. It really is so intriguing. Temporary. Oh, this is interesting. Francois I has been acting very strange the last couple of months. It would seem like he is suffering from a temporary crisis of insanity. As a result, our realm is left with very little efficient guidance. We could either request military guidance or administrative guidance, or I guess from, I don't know, God? Or some Council of Regents, I don't know. So we can gain army and navy tradition, or we can gain admin power. Going to gain admin power, I think, and then we can sort of speed along getting our ideas set up just that little bit longer. Just that little bit more, shall I say. I think I'm going to call episode 3 to an end there. Again, not much has happened colonial-wise, but we did take Maine. And that is, what, a 25% increase on all our previous provinces. So, thank you very much for watching. It really is appreciated. Please do like and subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you feel like. Actually, I should kick these guys' asses. Yeah, so please do like a comment. Please do leave a comment or like the video. It is very appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.